scheduler is not an admin. It is a revenue function. Your role is not to book meetings, but to control the flow of revenue in the firm. You are responsible for lead quality, efficient use of team's time, and the likelihood that a meeting turns into a deal. In simple terms, you are the gatekeepers of revenue. Let's start with lead qualification. Every lead goes through a double filter. First, we check legal viability. We understand the facts, identify whether there is a valid case, and if it's complex, consult with the lawyer in the firm and document the legal assessment. If it takes more than 10 up to maybe 20 minutes to understand, do not continue for a free meeting, schedule a paid consultation. Let's check economic viability. We estimate the deal value based on market standards. We document the lead value and we check if it exceeds 15,000 shekels. Proceed only if there is legal viability and economic value. And then we go to client analysis. It's not enough to understand the case only. You must understand also the client, the level of interest, urgency, his intent to move forward, and you want to try to understand his financial capability. Do not ask any direct questions, of course, but you can understand from the email address, from his job position, from the type of business he's in, from his location. And then we go to closing probability calculation. The system evaluates legal viability, deal value, level of interest, and financial capability. This produces a closing probability. It must be used before scheduling every meeting. And then we want to understand the probability of attendance. If it's high, schedule the meeting. If it's medium, try to convince it and change it to high. If it's low, don't even schedule the meeting. Do not document a low probability meeting. Just don't schedule it. And now let's move on to prepare the closer. The goal is to deliver a client that is ready to close. Therefore, do not pass unqualified leads. Provide all relevant information and save time on discovery. The closer should not analyze, he should close. The ideal scenario is that the closer enters the meeting already knowing the pricing proposal, the meeting summary, and how the digital fee agreement is going to look like. And he's only refining these things and trying to close. Let's discuss the pipeline and how to manage it. A lead enters the pipeline only after initial legal viability has been confirmed. Every lead in the system must include legal viability, deal value, level of interest, and financial capability. These generate a closing probability. Meeting attendance probability is only if we scheduled a meeting. And then in order to make the lead even more comfortable, we want to understand the expiration date. Some leads have a short expiration date and some leads have a longer one. And we want to tag a lead based on that. Each lead appears in the general pipeline and in the personal pipeline. The personal pipeline are leads you handle where you're assigned to as a scheduler. And the pipeline is prioritized by closing probability and by deal value. And you can choose all the leads that are 95% and up, 90% and up, 80% and up, and you can also choose them by expiration. Always work with a clean, high-quality pipeline. Note that all the data must be in the lead. There is no lead without a full name, a phone number with a WhatsApp, and an email, so we're able to contact the client in all methods. What do you do when you come to work? What's your daily prioritization? Your work order is first the hot leads from today, especially the urgent ones. Then the leads without meetings from previous days. Start with those with a short expiration date and then go to those with a long expiration date. And then continue handling today's leads and then continue building your pipeline from the archive and fixing your pipeline. Let's talk about actual work. A strong scheduler should know how to close a deal himself. There are some special cases where a client calls and he wants to close. You should be able to know how to close that deal and not even schedule a meeting. However, if the value is under 15,000 shekels and the firm handles this field, you should be able to try to close the deal, send a summary, turn the phone call into a meeting, and send a digital fee agreement. If all the client wants is a phone meeting, turn your call at the moment into the phone meeting, explain the situation, and afterwards send a summary and a proposal and a digital agreement. The next meeting is always a follow-up. Yes, and a follow-up meeting is always a stronger meeting. Before you actually schedule a meeting, explain the process, create clarity, build trust, and then schedule a meeting, and also try to follow up afterwards, because remember, you only create value through deals that are closed, and most deals are closed after follow-up. The meeting types are a meeting in person, or a video call meeting, Zooms or Teams, or video WhatsApp. First try to schedule an in-person meeting and then a video meeting, and don't schedule a phone meeting. After you schedule the meeting, send a reminder and try to confirm commitment. The responsibility is yours, not the secretary's. If a meeting is postponed, do not accept it passively. Reinforce commitment and try to reschedule the meeting. After you schedule the meeting, make sure that a price proposal and summary was sent and a digital fee agreement was sent, even if you did not take the meeting yourself. Because again, you're only creating value if a deal is closed. And if that didn't happen, notify the closer and management. You're not managing a calendar, you're managing revenue. You decide who enters the office, what's he or she worth, and the probability of closing. This is the difference between a passive firm and a firm that controls and maximizes every opportunity.